Hey, this is Amanda V. Step Markham with kyhomes.co, and today we're with one of my favorite lenders. This is Doug Eversole. He's with Kentucky Bank here in Richmond, and we're going to talk about some of the important reasons why you need to start with the loan approval before you go out and start looking at houses. Doug, what can you tell us about that?
Well, Amanda, first of all, thanks for having me. And we think that it's important as a lender for prospective buyers, to get pre-approved, pre-qualified before they shop for a home. You know, in this mortgage environment, interest rates change.
They're changing daily.
On a daily basis. Yeah. You know, they can change even hourly.
Yeah.
And there are several programs that are out there that homeowners, buyers, prospective buyers need to be aware of.
You can go VA, FHA, conventional, rural housing, which is a really neat loan that we have in Madison County. Doesn't include right in the city limits, but I hear a lot of times people are like, well, I heard about the 100% financing, and I'm like, yes, but we need to make sure that you're approved for it, because some of the houses you might want to see maybe don't fit that criteria because it's geographically prohibited. So that's another important reason why there's so many, getting to know which loan program suits you best is so important.
That's very true, Amanda. And you know, the thing about it is with first-time home buyers, let's say, they a lot of times don't know what price range they need to be looking at. They don't know what their payments are going to be or what they can afford. That's what a professional lender will help them do.
And figure out how much down payment you need.
Absolutely.
You might think you want to do the 100% financing, but if you can save up 5% for a conventional loan, and a lot of people don't know that you can get a conventional loan with just 5% down, that might be the best route to go. It might make your payment less, and you'll have instant equity, and you're going to be putting something down and have something in your home right away, which I think is important. Very
important. And there's no sense in a prospective buyer to be looking at a home that they cannot afford, or that the payment would be too high, or the down payment would be too high.
Definitely.
So getting with a credible lender
first
at the outset just makes sense. And another thing that it does, in my view, is that it adds credibility. If a buyer has a pre-approval letter from a lender that says that you're pre-approved for X, it adds credibility when that buyer is submitting an offer.
Yeah, and I've told you, I have found lately with our market is changing so much in Madison County so quickly, becoming a little bit more of a buyer's market, or a seller's market, meaning that our inventory is less, that when a buyer looks at a home and if they love it, they have to buy it right then. I mean, there's no waiting because you'll lose it. So when you go and look at the home, if you already have that pre-approval letter in your pocket ready to go, you can make a great offer and have a better chance at winning the bid and getting the house.
Absolutely. In a pre-approval, the qualification process is very simple.
Yeah, what do you need?
All that you really need to do is they will fill out an application that the mortgage lender can take for them on their behalf, and we gather basic financial information, pay stubs, a bank statement, maybe a W-2. And with that, we can give the buyer a general idea of what they would be approved for, how much, and approximately what their payments would be.
Yeah, that would be really helpful. Another thing that on the real estate side that I think buyers need to consider too, when like, oh, I want to look at that house, well, you need to make sure you have the financing in line and everything, and think about the sellers too, because they have jobs, pets, and kids, and it's a big deal to get their house ready for a showing. So most sellers, all of my sellers, require qualified showings, and that's why it's so important for them to get their home ready and have it looking great, because they know that buyer coming in is approved and could possibly buy their house if they loved it. So I think that's also another thing that maybe first-time home buyers even don't always think about. It's a big job to get ready for a showing.
Absolutely, and the process doesn't take long. Typically, when a buyer or a person would apply, within 24 hours, usually a lender can have the pre-approval done.
Okay.
So it's fairly quick,
okay,
and it just doesn't take that long.
Okay, so Doug, you're located on Atwood Drive in Richmond on the Martin Bypass.
Right, we're on the eastern bypass, right across from Toyota South.
Okay.
In the, Atwood Drive.
Atwood Drive, yeah. And your website?
Website is kybank.com.
Okay, and come see Doug Eversole. You can call him at 859-621-1643. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.